Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Yugioh Relook card design, where I'll take any card from Yugioh TCG and or OCG and have a look at its effects, examine whether or not the card effect is either good or bad, then seeing what I will do to errata the card effects to make it more playable in today's format. In this episode, I'll be having a look at Mirror Force Launcher, a continuous trap card that was once played in Yu-Gi-Oh! Frames by Revolver, and never again. Even in the real life card game, this card saw no competitive play because it was so garbage, but not terrible in theory. So why is this continuous trap card so bad? Well, let's have a look at its effects. Once per turn during your main phase, you can discard one monster, add one Mirror Force from your deck or graveyard to your hand. If this set card is destroyed by your opponent's card effects and sent to your graveyard, you can set this card from your graveyard and one Mirror Force from your hand, deck or graveyard. They can be activated this turn. So first off, this card relies so hard on the OG Mirror Force. Not saying that Mirror Force is a bad card, because I do love the OG Mirror Force, but there are better Mirror Force cards in the game that you can use, like Storming, Drowning, Quaking, Radiant and Dark. I'm joking with the last two. Secondly, you have to discard a monster to add Mirror Force to your hand, which is fine for most of the time because there are monsters that have an effect when they are sent to the graveyard. But if you have Mirror Force Launcher and a hand of nothing but spells and trap cards, or monsters that you do not want to get rid of, you have a problem. And lastly, you can only use this effect during your main phase, which makes Mirror Force Launcher so slow. By the time you want to use this effect to get Mirror Force to your hand and set it to protect you from losing the game, you already lost the game. To make Mirror Force Launcher better, I would errata the effects to this. This card's name becomes Mirror Force while it's on the field. During the main phase, you can discard one card, set one Mirror Force from your deck or graveyard. It can be activated this turn. If this card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect, you can set one Mirror Force trap card from your hand, deck or graveyard. Also, it can be activated this turn. You can only use each effects of Mirror Force Launcher once per turn. I think I've done a fine good job with Mirror Force Launcher. First, changing the effects to use Mirror Force Launcher during either player's turn makes it faster, while also allowing Mirror Force to be used on the same turn by setting it makes it a threat or at least a deterrent for your opponent. Then, I changed the second effect so your opponent is discouraged from destroying Mirror Force Launcher, or almost any set spell and trap cards. Otherwise, not only your opponent has to get around one Mirror Force, but possibly two, with the second one being much stronger. Lastly, I added the text to this card so it becomes Mirror Force while it's on the field, to make it work with the Fang of Critias to bring out Mirror Force Dragon. Because it works with Loop of Destruction to bring out Destruction Dragon, did it not? Right? But what do you think of this card? Do you like its original effects or my take on its effects, or do you have a better effect in mind? I would like to hear it down in the comments below, and also if you got any card you want me to cover, just post them in the comments and I'll see what I can do. As well as if you like this video and you'd like to see more, please leave a like and subscribe for more Mini FIFA videos. Until next time, adios.